Good evening, everyone. My name is Colin Roberts, and I am one of three commissioners of the most popular and most fabulous sporting league in the world, the Hofmeister Liga. Tonight, we're going to take a little bit of your time up to unveil and pick the teams that will form this year's biggest, best, and most impressive sports league ever created. This year's Hofmeister Liga, the 2015-2016 Hofmeister Liga. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, and I'll be honest with you, there's mainly going to be lows. I've tried really hard to make the technology work that I needed to work to make this broadcast as interesting as I could. Unfortunately, I failed miserably. I was going to be playing you a phenomenal video that Gareth had made. Gareth made a couple of really impressive videos. However, you will be able to watch those on this channel. That's the Hofmeister Liga channel, live, well, not live, recorded immediately after this broadcast. But the reason we're here is these names that I have printed out in 4 pots. And the pots you'll see here, each one with my face on. That's the official seal of one of the commissioners of the Hofmeister Liga. Myself, Gareth, and Tom have spent an incredible amount of time over the past couple of months putting together what we believe is the most impressive scoring system. That mainly is down to Tom. Gareth's been creating some incredible media, which you've been enjoying. And I've just been arguing with everyone. But tonight that changes. Tonight, we take these names in front of me here, 4 pots, and we create 2 divisions, 2 equal divisions. I can now exclusively reveal to you the names of those 2 divisions. We have the Hofmeister League 1, and we have the Hofmeister League A. These are the 2 divisions that you can enjoy and you will be part of. There are 24 of you split between these 2 divisions. That's 12 per division. Each pot contains 6 teams. Pot 1 is teams 1 to 6 from last year's Hofmeister Liga. Pot 2 is teams 7 to 12 from last year's Hofmeister Liga rankings. Pot 3, as you can imagine, is teams 13 to 18 from last year's Hofmeister Liga. And finally, the noobs, the newbies, the lads who've never even seen a ball be kicked in this league we call the Hofmeister League. Let's go through a couple of those newbies now before we get going. Adrian Reed. Adrian Reed is a successful music PR. Ryan Lofthouse. Ryan Lofthouse is a successful music manager. Robbie Knox, well, you may remember him from his days on the old telly box, but these days he's making videos and just fucking about, running great FIFA tournaments and just being a cool guy, really. I don't know who Dan Brader is, but someone recommended him, so he must be good. David Martin. He's in I Like Trains. Do you like trains? I don't care. And Jamie Milton. Nathan recommended him, so he's probably a nerd. But the main thing here that we need to remember is each 6 of these people have given their lives to the Hofmeister Liga. They have said to me, they've said to all of us, I will give you my Saturdays, my Sundays, my Mondays, and probably all the other days as well. As I said earlier, if you missed, I do have some incredible video footage that Gareth Dobson's put together for you. People have been sending in their introductions to themselves, be it returning people that came from last year or people that are in new this year. And you'll be able to watch those on this channel straight after this. So as I'm unable to show those to you, and I really am sorry, we'll have that fixed by the time we have the draft next week. Let's start the draw. Now, we have 4 pots. We only needed 2. I've just remembered. I'm going to put League 1 on my left and League A on my right. Then, in front of me, and I'm going to angle this down slightly so you can see I am not fucking with you, we have... Oh, wrong way. Oh, this is mirrored, isn't it? Good. We have the 4 pots. I'm going to run you through each of the teams. You've seen the newbies. You've seen that they're there. These are the top lads. These are the lads that finished 1 to 6 last season. Tom Woodhead, winner. Still a bit of a bell end. Matt De Cruz, runner-up. Less of a bell end. Colin Roberts. Noah Wright. He's a funny guy. Peter White. He likes John Terry. And Whiskers. He was in a band. Just to go through pot 2 now. James Moore. Nathan Roberts. Your fellow guy, Gareth Dobson. Matt Wing. He's a guy. Martin Gritton. And Razik Ralph, all the way from Los Angeles, California. And to top it off, Tom Cotton. Krista Souza. Claire Roberts. Jack Alcapop Clothier. And, of course, Rob Webb. Who could forget Rob Webb? So there's your 4 pots, as you can see, all by the book. Everything in the same font. Now, I think it's time to fold. So we're going to put these. You can watch this. I do need the 4 pots, I've now remembered. I'm not having a good day. So just going to put all of these into pot 1. Now's a good time to put the kettle on. I think it's important in the... actually, maybe now's a good time to bring a guest in. Let's call a guest. And he can talk through this part of the draw. Do give me a moment. Set this up well, didn't I?
I can't use the phone right now.
Gareth, you should have not done that. So now's a good time to talk to you about some of the other exciting things from this year's Hofmeister Liga. For the first time, we're going to have a knockout competition. So, as well as the leagues that you love so much, you'll also be competing in a separate knockout competition. This means that you will, for the first time... Excuse me, there's Gareth. Gareth. Sorry, Gareth, you're live to 11 people on the internet.
No. Colin, firstly, you're doing a magnificent job.
Thank you.
Secondly, you...
Say that again, Gareth. It's not going well, this, is it, lads? Gareth, can you hear me? Now, a lot of people would say that you wouldn't get these technical problems if we were with, for instance, you know, Sky or BT. But I think they're wrong. I'll try call Gareth on Skype. There we go. Gareth.
Hi, I'm on FaceTime audio. That's a lot better.
There we go. Gareth, you're live to 12 people now. 12 people on the web.
Firstly, you're doing a magnificent job.
I appreciate that.
Secondly, you look handsome, Colin. You look handsome.
Thanks, Gareth. Thank you. I appreciate that. And from you, of all people, that's a really, really lovely thing to hear. We're down to the last 5 people now to go into the final pot. So I'm about to start drawing. Gareth, tell me, is there anybody you'd like to avoid this year? Is there anybody you would hate to play against?
Matt Wing.
Matt Wing. You hate to play against Matt Wing. And why is that?
He beat me once and it hurts. You know, losing someone like Matt Wing is the nadir of fantasy football.
What's the opposite of a nadir, Gareth? I feel that's what it is.
The summit.
Yes.
The summit.
Yes. There we go. Right. Look, I'm gonna show these to the camera now. We've got 4 pots. We're gonna give those a shake. Gareth, I'm gonna call you back immediately after the draw for your immediate reactions to the draw. How do you feel about that?
I'm very excited. Make sure it's FaceTime audio, and I'm gonna start live tweeting this draw.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Gareth Dobson there. He's one of the co-commissioners in this fabulous league. I'm ready. Are you ready? Confucius once said that fantasy football is the most delicious way to spend your life. Who am I to disagree? Welcome to the 2015-16 Hofmeister Liga draw. Cheers. Pot 1. League 1, Pot 1. The first person who will be competing in League 1 is Peter White. Peter White will be in Hofmeister Liga, League 1. I'm putting these in a row over here so I can see where they are. I will now be drawing from pot 2. We will complete pots 1 through 4 for League 1, then do the same for League A. Martin Gritton. Martin Grits Gritton will be competing in League 1 alongside Peter White. Chris D'Souza. Chris D'Souza. Chris will be competing alongside Peter White and Martin Gritton in Hofmeister Liga League 1. And now, the first of our newbies, the first of our new competitors. Who will it be to join these boys? And I'll tell you right now, it is Dan Brader. Dan Brader, you are with Peter White, Martin Gritton, and Chris D'Souza in League 1. We go to the top. We bring those back round. We start picking League A. But who is from pot 1 in League A? I'll tell you. Now, it's me, Colin Roberts. I begin the League A seeding. Who will be joining me from pot 2? Gareth Dobson. Gareth Dobson will be joining me in League A. Gareth Dobson there, narrowly missing out on the top spot by 8 places last season. Gareth finished 9th. Joining us, amazing radios, amazing Tom Cotton. Tom Cotton joins us in League A. Just to remind you, the leagues are equal. League 1 and League A are completely equal. But who will be the newbie? Jamie Milton. Jamie Milton will be joining us in League A. Just to run down where we're at so far, League 1 is Peter White, Martin Gritton, Chris D'Souza, and Dan Brader. League A is Colin Roberts, Gareth Dobson, Tom Cotton, and Jamie Milton. Back to the top, last season's top pros. Who have we got? And this is for League 1. Matt De Cruz, he finished 2nd. Can he go one better? I don't know. Pot 2. He'll be joining these 5 in League 1. Razik Ralph. Razik Ralph will join Peter, Martin, Chris, Dan, and Matt in League 1, all the way from Los Angeles. The internet. Pot 3. Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan. He'll be there too. Will you? I hope so. Pot 4. Which newbie? That's right. Adrian Reed. So, League 1 now consists of the following: Peter White, Martin Gritton, Chris D'Souza, Dan Brader, Matt De Cruz, Razik Ralph, Chris Duncan, and Adrian Reed. We go back to the top. Who's joining Colin, Gareth, Tom, and Jamie in League A? Tom Woodhead. All 3 commissioners in one league. I wonder if that's an issue. I'm not sure. We'll have to adjudicate that one in a bit, lads. Pot 2. Nathan Roberts. Both Roberts in one league. There's still a 3rd Roberts. Pot 3. Claire Roberts. Wow. Incredible. And pot 4, which newbie? makes the 8th edition. Ryan Lofthouse. Ryan Lofthouse, that's impressive. That's great to see. Okay. So, a recap of League A. Colin Roberts, Gareth Dobson, Tom Cotton, Jamie Milton, Tom Woodhead, Nathan Roberts, Claire Roberts, and Ryan Lofthouse, all together there in League A. So we've got one last swoop now. Is your name still in the pot? I think it is. Robbie Knox, you've not been drawn yet, but which league are you going to be in? So many questions. Whiskers. Whiskers is in League 1. Oh, get that away. Pot 2 for League 1. These are the final additions to League 1 now. Matt Wing. There he is. Matt Wing joins League 1. Jack Clothier. And finally, League 1 is completed by Robbie Knox. Robbie Knox joins everyone else, which is as follows. Peter White, Martin Gritton, Chris D'Souza, Dan Brader, Matt DeCruz, Razik Ralph, Chris Duncan, Adrian Reed, Whiskers, Robbie Knox, and Adrian Clothier. Jack Clothier, good grief. Which, of course, to even things up, you'll know the following people. Noah Wright, James Moore, Rob Webb, and David Martin. So there we have it. 24 teams, 24 people who have spent their time and effort becoming the best to compete with the best. But who will be the best? In 1 week, we will find out who's got the team that they want, who has the team they don't want. Confucius once said, football is really great, but the only thing that could make it even better is the fantasy of football. Join me. Join us all. Join the Hofmeister Liga.